What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel with your host that does the absolute most, spiritual intellectual 777 here once again, coming at you guys from the house of greatness. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing Sigma males. And what is Sigma males, you guys may be asking? Well, a Sigma male is basically someone who neither seeks attention nor do they shy away from it. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first trait of a Sigma male is that they do not conform. You know, they basically have a distaste for conformity to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Unlike alpha males, you know, alpha males, they do dislike conformity and they are themselves, but they're only that to a certain extent, whereas Sigma males are themselves completely, no matter where they are, and they just really hate conformity, right? And so oftentimes, you know, whenever a Sigma male smells conformity, they just really are turned off by it. They do not like it at all. All right, so moving on to the next point. And so the next trait of a Sigma male is that they are comfortable in their own skin. You know, they are the epitome of, I do not care about anything or what other people think. You know, they are just living their lives, you know, on their own merit. You know what I'm saying? And they express themselves unapologetically. You see? You know, and a prime example of a Sigma male that does this is the rapper Eminem. You know, to the point where, you know, he just raps about anything and everything that's on his mind. You know, he just says a lot of out of pocket and out of line stuff in his songs, and he has offended a lot of people. But because he's a Sigma male, he doesn't really care. And he is the person that's gonna say whatever he wants to say and express himself however he sees fit. And whether you're comfortable with it or not, he doesn't really care. And, you know, I bring that up to say that, you know, Sigma males, you know, just have this level, a high level of self-confidence. And they literally just let nothing penetrate their being, right? And so they really do shine in the aspect that they're comfortable in their own skin, and because of that, you know, people are really drawn to them and people want to emulate Sigma males. You know what I'm saying? So moving on to the next point. So another point that I want to discuss is the fact that Sigma males are extremely mysterious. You know, they pretty much have this down pat to a science. And in turn, that's what makes them attractive to females. But the difference between a Sigma male and an alpha male in this aspect is that Sigma males do not really care for the attention of females, nor do they care for the attention of the general public in general anyways. You know, they're too busy, you know, being free and expressing themselves and living their best lives to concern themselves with a bunch of females that just are trying to swoo them into doing this, into doing that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care. They're just living life. And, you know, you oftentimes see this in, you know, entrepreneurial men who have all of this money and all of this influence, and they just aren't swayed by that, you know? And it's like, that's what makes them more captivating even more to not only women, but to other people in general, is their level of detachment and their level of focus in whatever it is that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And they are the epitome of freedom. And because of that, you know, like I said, people are drawn to them very much, and people just can't help but to be around them because the Sigma male is just so laxed and laid back, and they just do not have a care in the world, you know, what's going on with other people, because they're so busy working on themselves. They're busy, you know, doing research or whatever, to have time to concern themselves with, females who are trying to come out the woodworks. All right, moving on to the next point. And another trait that I want to discuss with you guys is Sigma males go against the grain, right? Sigma males, like I said, love their freedom. So much so that they'll just go against the grain anytime, any day. Pretty much their whole lifestyle is going against the grain. But they don't do this just to seek attention and to get validation from the crowd. They're doing this because it's just the natural part of their nature, quite frankly. And so they do not concern themselves with trying to like blend into the crowd or to try to stand out. They're pretty much just living, right? They're living and they're learning and are constantly always expanding. And because of this reason, they are constantly going against the grain. They're always figuring out new ways to go against the norm or to buck the system, so to speak. And because of this, a lot of people have a problem with them for doing this. And, they tend to ruffle a lot of feathers. But they don't really care at the end of the day because they're staying true to themselves, and that's their superpower. All right, on to the next point. Another trait of Sigma males is that they are perceived as intelligent people, right? But the difference is between them and, the regular intelligent person is that they're both street smart and book smart, but they tend to pocket that book smarts because, they're not seeking attention and they do not intend to stand out, so they just want to remain mysterious, and so they pocket that book smarts, and just keep that on the back burner, but they do have it nonetheless. And they are men of very few words, so when they do speak, people tend to actually listen because Sigma males a lot of times have a lot of valuable stuff to say, and that they're not just gonna talk just to be talking. You know what I'm saying? And so on to the next point. So this point is in tangent with the first point in the aspect of Sigma males do not like social norms at all. They pretty much just hate the crap out of social norms. And when anytime when people try to impose their lifestyle on a Sigma male, Sigma males are quickly, pissed off, and they tend to just cut those people off. You know what I'm saying? Because Sigma males love their freedom. They capital LOVE their freedom. And you're not gonna stand in the way of a Sigma male's freedom. This is just not gonna happen. And oftentimes they're just gonna disappear from your life without a trace. And they have the ability to do that because of their mysteriousness. They learned the art of coquetry in terms of, just being able to detach very quickly, with no hesitation whatsoever. And so this is a pro tip for, all the ladies who date Sigma males, is please do not impose your values on them, because they are going to quickly hate you for that. And this goes for also friends as well. If you're friends with a Sigma male, do not impose or do not try to impose your lifestyle upon them, because they're just gonna leave your life. They're gonna leave you behind, and they're just gonna keep on trucking and driving their freedom train, just as they did without you. So please understand this, that they do not like norms at all. All right? Moving on to the next point. So the very last point that I'm going to discuss with you guys today is the fact that Sigma males can drift in and out of social groups at any time. So basically, Sigma males have this unique ability to dominate any social group that they go to, yet they do not belong to any social groups no matter how comfortable they get in it. Why? It's simply because Sigma males love their flexibility, and they love their freaking freedom. You know what I'm saying? They hate being tied down to one specific group, as opposed to an alpha male whose primary focus is to dominate one particular group, right? And so alpha males are limited in that aspect. But sigma males, they can just move around and around and around and around with ease, with no problem, basically. And so, you know, all in all, you know, Kid Cudi is an example of the sigma male, right? Just as with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you know, they have mastered the abilities to move from social group to social group to social group, not only because they're public figures, but because they, you know, understand themselves on a much deeper level, and they're able to go from group to group and dominate. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, sigma males like their alone time, right? And this goes in tandem with them not wanting to feel obligated to a certain social group. You know, they have this balance between, you know, being extroverts and constantly putting themselves out there and crushing it in business and getting all the ladies and, you know, just chatting it up with high profile people, yet they enjoy their time alone, right? They need that time for introspection and self-reflection and whatnot. And so you're gonna often see sigma males just drift from group to group to group to group to group, yet the next minute you may see them just chilling by themselves, you know, doing whatever it is that they enjoy doing. You know, they really enjoy their time in solitude, right? And so I'm gonna wrap up the video by saying thank you guys for watching yet another video. And if you're brand spanking new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell right next to it. And once you hit that bell, make sure to turn it from personalized to all, so that you get notified every single Friday that I upload these videos to YouTube. All right? And make sure to smash the hell out of that like button, and make sure to share this on any and all of your social media platforms and with your friends and your family. And if you guys did not know, I have an online merch store set up to where I sell my own merchandise. So make sure to go check the link out to the store in the description below, so that you guys can get your merch. All right, if you support the 8 Mil Productions brand. And last but not least, I just want to say that you are amazing, you are enough. I hope that you as a man have gotten a lot of value from this video, or if you're a lady that's watching this, hopefully this can help you understand, you know, your old man better, or understand the personality types of other men in general. And I don't know when I'm going to release another video in this series, because I'm gonna go with the flow of my higher self. You know, I'm gonna cover whatever it tells me to cover, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure to be on the lookout, you know, if you're interested in this type of series, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, peace in and out with the highest vibes, and I'll see you guys next Friday.